Guys, it's week 49 of the Wrestling Rundown.
A long fucking time.
Almost a year. 52 is a year, right?
Yeah, 3 weeks away.
From our 1 year thing, and we got something special planned for that one. Right?
Yeah, totally.
Alright, I was hoping so, because I was just bullshitting. Alright, as we are every week, I am David Young, this is Glenn Gilberti, and that is Vince Russo. We are Sports Entertainment Extreme. Everybody knows.
Good, I like that.
Sells.
Wait. Who's Glenn Gilberti?
Disco Inferno.
Fuck! Every time!
Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys didn't notice, that's not Thomas Wolfe over there.
Wait! Oh shit!
And it's not also an empty spot on the couch.
No.
And it's also not me this week.
Yeah.
This.
But you are you.
I'm back in my.
Back in bitch.
Fuck you. I'm back in my normal spot. Because we have a guest host, Mr. Tony Toxin.
Ta-da!
We haven't mentioned him before on the show.
Yeah, he's giving
generally during our pay-per-view reviews.
Yeah, which is good. You know, usually we get the ratings.
The Tony Toxin ratings.
Yeah, I believe one time we had 6 out of 9 Hell in a Cells for one review, and then
which says a lot.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
That wasn't even for Hell in a Cell.
No, that's how good Survivor Series was.
But this is our Payback review. We just finished watching Payback.
It was cool.
And I just had to stick around.
It was okay.
Not any particular reason why.
Yeah. So we'll talk about the one match that you didn't see.
Oh.
2 matches.
Yeah, 2.
Okay, the 2 matches.
They had R-Truth versus Stardust as a special attraction match at the beginning of the kickoff show. Wow, this was a thing.
It was Stardust versus R-Truth.
And how was it?
It was Stardust versus R-Truth.
Good, yes.
The match itself was good, but
2 technically sound people, probably because they couldn't find an opponent for Fandango.
That's I would have rather seen Fandango.
Yeah, they're saving Fandango. They're saving Fandango versus Bo Dallas for the next pay-per-view kickoff show.
Good.
Okay.
Riveting.
Yeah.
Good for both.
And then would you like to talk about the next one, which I know is the one you were looking forward to the most?
I was looking forward to this. I'm disappointed I missed it.
We didn't even tell everybody who won.
R-Truth won.
R-Truth won with a lie detector.
Yay!
No points were awarded for that one in our prediction.
Because that was a
we didn't know what was going to happen.
Random ass match.
God, do I have to do it?
No, this is the pre-show main event.
Come on, Disco.
I'm gonna hit you really fucking hard. We had the Mega Powers versus Demolition.
The Legion of Dumb. The Powers of Painful to Watch.
So it was already really fucking weird. The Ascension came out like usual, and then Macho Man now came out like usual. Then Axelmania was dressed up like Hulk fucking Hogan.
Long tights version, bandana with the blood mustache.
Threw me off. Why did he look like older Hulk Hogan? Why couldn't he? You know, I mean,
that was my one critique of the match is if they were doing Mega Powers, he should have done Mega Powers era Hogan. Would have made way more sense.
Yeah.
Needless to say, 30 seconds into the match, he was already hulking up, so we knew it was
going to be a short one.
See, he was doing old Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Can't be bothered.
Hulking up, brother.
I mean, the only way it could have been any more vintage Hogan if he would have started bleeding during the match. Brother.
We'll save that for the main card.
Whoa.
Holding the hip.
But, yeah, so we have... Mega Powers have the advantage for a second. Mandow's about to go up for the top rope elbow drop. Connor pulls Axelmania off the apron.
Shoves Mandow off.
Yeah, and then he gets back in. Him and Victor hit Fall of Man, and the Ascension pick up the win. If it was any longer, I might have killed myself.
That's too bad. I actually wanted to see that.
You didn't miss much.
I was trying to.
That was the saddest part.
You know what? They'll probably have a rematch on Raw tomorrow.
Sweet. And it will probably be twice as long.
Probably. But then we kicked off our main card for Payback. We open up with Ziggler versus Sheamus. This is a rematch from Extreme Rules after the Kiss Me Arse match. Dolph Ziggler winning, and Sheamus refusing to kiss Ziggler's ass.
Instead, he gave him the world's most violent reach around and kicked him in the face.
That's not how you kiss an ass?
Nope.
Oh, man.
You've been doing it wrong the whole time.
That's why I'm not getting anywhere in life.
Maybe the rules are different in Ireland. Just saying.
So anyway,
but this match was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was good.
Hard hitting.
We kept, a lot of us who were watching the show kind of figured that Ziggler was going to open the show. Ziggler's kind of their go-to guy to open pay-per-views.
Remember the tag teams.
Now that's your main events, the pre-show usually.
Yeah. I mean, Ziggler, Sheamus had some good chemistry. It was very physical on Sheamus's part.
As usual.
And, Ziggler obviously playing the more fast-paced, quick style, trying to get around Sheamus.
Sheamus looked like he nearly averted an injury early on in the match.
Yeah,
he got thrown out of the ring.
Yeah,
thrown out of the ring, hit his knee on the side of the apron. Looked like it might have hurt him a little bit, but he recovered pretty quick.
Which is funny because then Ziggler goes for a kick and he grabs the leg and then immediately injures Ziggler's knee.
Yeah, well, Sheamus freaking hit his leg on the apron and then on the outside he's like, "Oh, that gives me a great idea.
I'm gonna fuck him up too." Bam!
Sweep the leg.
Now we're even.
And Ziggler really started off really fast. Like he was trying to roll up Sheamus at every chance he got. And and then
last month.
And then Sheamus playing heel slowed it down a lot. Did a lot of rest holds. Just
a lot of rest holds.
Just trying to wear.
Just trying to strip Dolph of what he does best.
Exactly.
Randy Orton this match.
And that's exactly. Yeah, he's
that's what heels do.
He's playing the heel. He's trying to slow down Ziggler because Ziggler is too fucking fast.
Rick Rude at his best.
Ziggler ends up kind of getting the advantage back. Hits his big DDT that he does. Hits the Famouser.
He stink faces Sheamus.
Yeah, Sheamus almost throws up.
That's what this feud has turned into.
Homoerotica at its finest.
Extreme Rules ruined this from the start.
Hey, that's the whole theme of this stable. Sex sells. Sports. I made you Vince Russo. How do you feel?
I guess I should be excited.
I feel empowered.
You're not booking the rundown, sorry.
You're here because we made you.
This is going to be a rundown on a pole match. So. I don't know how that's going to work.
And we have to down a bottle of Viagra first.
Judy Bagwell on a forklift.
Anyway, Ziggler is in the driver's seat for a second. Decides to deliver a huge headbutt to Sheamus.
Yeah, and Sheamus was like...
It was kind of cool.
Sheamus
was getting
was doing
the corner.
Whole bully thing in the corner.
Yeah.
Doing that. And Ziggler freaking just no hands, straight up.
Wow. Yeah, how would you describe that? It was more like
very.
It was like battering ram.
Yeah.
Just
oh man.
It was better than your average headbutt. Like,
you know what? And we'll bring up the picture right here of Sheamus's head apparently did that to Ziggler's face. Needless to say, Ziggler starts bleeding, hits a super kick, and Sheamus kicks out, and Sheamus goes, "Alright, go fuck yourself," and beats him down a little bit more. He's bleeding everywhere.
Bro kicks a kneeling, bloody Ziggler.
Done.
Right in the face. It was pretty brutal.
Sheamus picks up the win.
Stick 3 forks in him because that's how they can fit that gap.
Yeah, so let's hope Ziggler heals up fast because we know how prone he is to concussions.
It's a pretty dangerous combination, Man. The guy that likes to hit hard going against someone that likes to get hit hard.
The fact that he's going to have a fresh wound, though, gives me hope for the first time in a long time we're going to get blood at Elimination Chamber.
It is only 2 weeks away.
Where do you think the feud's going to go with that?
You know, I have a feeling that our 3 singles matches that were not for titles tonight will be the 6 competitors in the Elimination Chamber for the Intercontinental title.
Ew.
That's my thought. They'll probably do qualifying matches tomorrow night on Raw. We had Kane and Rollins. Rollins tries to mend fences with Kane, kind of, and him and Kane just start throwing things back and forth at each other that they've done to each other.
You did this. Well, you did that. Well, you did this.
Well, you did that.
And you're a fucking moron, Seth. Shut up before I slap the shit out of you.
I don't think he said that.
Carried away.
Kane reiterates what he said on Raw is that, he loves his job, but he doesn't need his job. And so, if he wants, he'll just stand around and watch Rollins lose the title. And Rollins goes, well, you better be careful because you don't know what's coming for you. And then J&J try to stand up to Kane, and Kane just laughs maniacally like he does so well. If I was Joey and Jamie, I'd be like, do I really have to do that? Is that in my contract? Because fuck you. I'm not gonna stand up to Kane when I'm.
Hey, man.
They totally
5
is in their
foot tall.
contract. They're a meat shield. They know what they have to do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Are you telling me that Kane isn't afraid of the secret weapon of the Authority, Jamie Noble?
Former cruiserweight champion Jamie Noble. Yeah.
And former time tag team champion Joey Mercury.
Whose only claim to fame is getting his face busted open with a ladder.
Very violent.
He took that like a champ, though.
Yeah, he did. So we moved on. We had our 2 out of 3 falls tag team title match. The New Day defending against the Masters. New Day came out, had their Power of Positivity promo.
Their pop promo.
The pop.
Trying to get a cheap pop. But they're
Good. Trashing the local sports team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheap heat.
Cheap heat,
Baltimore
yeah.
Orioles. It was good.
Talk about match of the night, though.
Oh, absolutely. These guys fucking stole it.
Cesaro and
they're
Kid now sporting purple.
Yeah, and Natty looking hot as ever. So we get the first fall. Masters are on like this fucking run right at the end of this.
Oh yeah, they get the first fall pretty quick.
Yeah, it was good couple minutes, lots of action, but Kid and Cesaro were just on top of it at this point. We have
Firmly in the driver's seat.
Kid makes the tag, does the slingshot into the European uppercut, and then Cesaro goes for the swing, tags in Kid. They do the swing into the drop kick, and Tyson Kidd and
Well, it wasn't
Cesaro.
a European uppercut. He caught him in the spine buster to set up for the
Oh, that's
swing.
right. I'm used to the European uppercut. That's right.
Things are changing.
Yeah. So they get the first fall over Kofi. The New Day starts to make a comeback. They get the second fall off of a very botched Midnight Hour.
Yeah, the whole section, the second fall section, was all based off of the fact that Tyson Kidd was hurt.
Yes.
Because between falls, he takes a belly-to-belly suplex on the floor from Biggie Langston.
And this is after Xavier Woods tries to get himself in the match by
Freebird
using the
style.
Freebird rule, just like Kevin Hart called.
I thought they were going to get away with it. Didn't happen.
No.
But yeah,
Pseudo.
Big E hits him with the belly-to-belly, and then halfway through the second fall, Big E spears Cesaro through the ropes, which puts Cesaro out. So for the second half of the second fall, Tyson Kidd doesn't have a partner.
Yeah, and he's forced to go it alone, and ends up being the victim of the Midnight Hour. Big E dropped a little fast for Kofi.
A little.
I'm trying to give him the best.
It's supposed to be like a jumping DDT. They dropped so fast, Kofi elbow dropped Tyson Kidd's butthole.
that put anybody out.
Yeah.
It's a knockout move.
You gonna kick out after that?
It's all the nerves are connected. It's just bam.
Fair enough.
All the nerves are connected to the butthole.
It's your center.
But then, okay, so we got both teams kind of on even playing fields at this time.
1-1
at this point. Both of them, fight. I thought the Masters were going to win this a couple times.
Oh yeah,
The
they
Masters-
definitely got a good tease.
They had.
Like,
This is awkward. I thought you were going to feed it to him.
I don't know what sure, but
Don't tease me, asshole.
The way the angle would have looked,
I
it
won't
would
tease
have
your
looked like I was
asshole,
eating
weirdo.
You can knock him out.
Also, why wouldn't you start talking like a pirate?
Can you talk about the end of the match, please?
Yeah, so let's
Alright.
because that was sadly the only part I kind of remember was the end.
Yeah, the New Day pull the twin magic. The referee gets distracted, and Xavier Woods pulls his vest off, slides into the ring, switches places with Kofi Kingston, just so he can hit a small package on Cesaro.
Brilliant win.
1, 2, 3. Xavier Woods rolls out of the ring really fast, puts his vest back on, pretends not to be Kofi Kingston. Kofi looks dumbfounded that they won.
You should mention what Xavier Woods was all telling Kobe. That part was funny.
Yeah, Kofi.
He's outside of the ring.
The last thing Kofi did was a hangman on Cesaro. And that's when Xavier Woods gets in. And so Kofi is on the outside, and when their music starts playing, he goes, "What?" And Xavier was like, "You did it! You can good job, Kofi! You did it! Whoa!" Yeah, like Kofi has no fucking clue what's going on at this point.
Still don't like Kofi though, but that was funny.
Oh yeah, you're the one that has that.
Yeah, I'm the one that doesn't like
Weird.
Kofi. I know.
Weird.
I know.
Why
It's been
why
too
are you
long.
on the show?
It's
We like Kofi on the show. Get the fuck out.
No, seriously, am I the only one that sees this? That Kofi's just kind of overrated? No. I mean, this is good. Like, for the first time, he's a part of something that's going somewhere. But just like since what 2008, he has just been on this like flatline track. Only shtick he ever had was like Rumble Battle Royal spots, and even then, it's not that cool because in the end, he doesn't win anyways. So really, is it that good?
All right, I'll give you that.
But I will say,
that's all I'm gonna give you.
I will say that in my mind, Kofi has moved up one step in my staircase of success.
Yay!
So,
Kofi
congratulations, Kofi.
Kofi making strides.
This random asshole in Portland thinks one step highly of you.
So up next we have the all-you-can-eat buffet, or the Bray Wyatt versus Ryback match.
What the hell did I miss?
I was actually starting to get a little confused, and that doesn't happen often for me on this show. Usually I'm the one bailing this guy.
No, this was quite good. It was...
yeah, we had Wyatt taking on Ryback. This was...
We gotta go first off the bat.
It.
The first thing we have to talk about right off the bat, Bray Wyatt hitting that senton off the apron, possibly breaking one of Ryback's ribs.
Oh, yeah, it was reported during the Payback fallout that doctors were checking on Ryback after the match, and that he possibly has a broken rib. And the reaction that he had to that move was just, he just screamed in pain. So I would not... Okay, we're going to reenact it. Yeah. Except I don't think it would hurt Axe that much if AJ Styles did it. Just saying.
Well, he's getting old now.
Thank you, AJ.
But then, Ryback and Wyatt, they had a really solid match. It was fun.
I liked it. They're both good.
It was a good feud starter. And having this be the first match of those two paired off against each other was a good way to start. Ryback gets the advantage towards the end. He's hitting all of his big signature moves.
His shit in.
And he sets up for the shell shock. But because Wyatt is as big as he is, he's able to kind of like weasel his way over to the corner and ends up ripping the top turnbuckle off. Gets off of Ryback's shoulder, shoves him into the corner, and the ref is looking at the fucking turnbuckle pad like, what is this?
I've seen this before,
but not in this state. So he drops it out. Ryback ends up like,
head is connected to the ring announcer, you figure it out.
Ryback hits his ribs on the turnbuckle.
Exposed
turnbuckle. Comes back. Wyatt hits Sister Abigail, and Bray Wyatt picks up the first win in their feud.
Yeah, Bray. This guy on my shirt, you can't really think because it's rock.
Okay.
But yeah, no, kudos to Ryback if you worked the rest of that match with a broken rib. Because that is hard to do.
Yeah, and they did a lot.
I've done a lot of stuff with bruised ribs.
And that's fun.
That's difficult.
Oh, his frog splash. His 2.5 star.
Yeah, if he did that with a broken rib, good on you, because he got some fucking height on him.
That might have, broke the rib.
Yeah.
It was just started, and then he just...
He fucked it up even more.
Pretty impressive, though.
Yeah.
It's pretty...
A little bit. It's good to see Ryback go out of his comfort zone.
Okay, so you being the one who absolutely hates John Cena, would you like to start talking about the I Quit match? Because we like to give John Cena the benefit of the doubt. I'm on the verge of not doing it with this match, because this match bothered me. You can...
Well, I guess it was kind of the same formula of every John Cena I Quit match. So that was what bothered me on it. How did it start? No, it started with an immediate
Ryback
Ryback
was in the I Quit match.
With a broken rib.
What a trooper!
It started with Rusev telling Cena,
"Yeah,
I'm going to let you quit right now if you just
spare you the pain.
If you just walk away."
Which was quite stupid, because it's just why would John Cena?
Why the fuck is
dude, I got my gear on and everything. Why am I going to give up now?
John Cena is all ready for this fight. He goes, "I'll let you walk away. I won't. We won't have this match at all." All right,
I quit.
I mean, what's the offer?
John Cena. I think that would have
quit.
fucking thrown everybody. If John Cena just
okay,
I quit.
I just can't do it no more.
I quit.
They should have just played it right there.
I quit.
And
I
then
quit.
Have John Cena pick up the microphone and have it, I quit, and ring the bell. It's over.
You know, it would have been better if like Rusev at least would have made like an offer to John Cena. I mean, just
If you say I quit now, you get a night with Lana.
I quit.
And John Cena's like, sorry, Nikki.
I quit.
I quit.
Picks up Lana, runs away.
John Cena wins.
Like, okay, so yeah.
Rusev becomes the new Godfather.
Yeah. Oh.
So
God.
Cena just obviously doesn't give up then.
No, they
And he
exchange
obviously
punches,
doesn't give up ever.
which is really what made me shake my head at Extreme Rules when they're all like, you know, because Lana goes into like H's office, demands pretty much like any match, and so why did they pick I quit?
They picked the one that John Cena has never fucking lost.
That's like a step match that Cena regularly loses on. Table matches? Does he lose table matches off?
That's, yeah.
Do a table
He
match.
accidentally lost to Sheamus.
So you got that.
He lost
it's an accidental.
He lost to Orton. Edge is putting him through multiple tables.
Yeah, see, John Cena has a weakness towards tables.
It's table prone.
Yeah.
Hell, they even used the fucking table in this match. They used.
And Cena went through it.
Yeah.
He went on it and
If
through
it was a tables match, you would have won, Rusev.
Did you jot down like all the repeated spots that they've
I don't need to jot them down. There was the pyro spot where
Yeah.
the heel goes, "Ooh, what does this button do? Ooh, I'm gonna blow up John Cena." And instead, the heel ends up getting. Well, actually, I guess that was the only thing different is that Rusev was the one that almost got blown up. Because the last time this happened, it was Randy Orton maniacally pushing buttons trying to kill John Cena. We had the fucking hidden guardrail that doesn't match any part of the other parts of the guardrail.
No, Vince keeps him around as relics. He's like, never forget where you guys came from.
So Cena's like, all right, I'm going to fucking use it. He ended up getting suplexed through it while it was up against the ring.
Ow.
That was good.
There was...
My favorite John Cena move, the stairs huck.
Yes,
The stair missile.
The stair missile.
But that's the scariest thing John Cena does. Ever.
You know what, though? Rusev is less of a man of Bray Wyatt because Bray Wyatt fucking took that last year. He got hit with the stairs and fucking rolled with it.
Bray Wyatt did the same, though.
Rusev ducked out of the fucking way.
Rusev ballet skipped away.
There was... I guess the table spot was really the only thing different.
They used a rolly cart.
Yeah.
One of the rolly carts.
Ding, 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 ding.
Rusev low-blowed himself to kick Cena in the face.
Yeah, I mean, that's called taking one to give one, but,
Who was on the worst end of that, though?
that's a hard tell.
That's a hard
Rusev,
one.
It depends on what's more sensitive, Cena's face or Rusev's balls.
I mean, Rusev freaking,
Rusev probably got some soothing from Lana afterwards. So...
No, he fired her. Or no, he just said to get out. Oh, wait, am I jumping too ahead?
No,
that's fine.
No, it's an I quit match with John Cena. We know what fucking happens.
John Cena
Well, I mean, think about it. Rusev has Lana. John Cena has Nikki Bella. Either way, these guys went home and probably had some good relaxation afterwards. We call that relaxation.
So then after all this fucking craziness, we get back in the ring. Rusev
undoes the top turnbuckle.
Yeah, and I'm like, hey, Ryback and Wyatt just fucking did that. Don't do that.
No, he took off the pad, but he undoes the entire top turnbuckle.
See,
No.
Okay.
You're getting too ahead. Like, he has John Cena in the accolade. Gets him to pass out. John Cena is out. Like, if this was any... See, they should have just done, like, a submissions match or some shit like that.
A pass-out match.
A pass-out match.
Rusev's a fucking moron.
He's a...
He shot himself in the foot with this whole...
thing. Like, who honestly thought that Rusev was going to go in this wedding? Like,
as soon as they announced I quit at Extreme Rules, I was like, well, alright.
John Cena wins.
Yeah, there was no mystique at this point. Rusev's like, alright, fine. He can't say I quit.
Yeah, like,
so
the ref won't count it, because he's like, he's passed out.
I'm gonna beat the fuck out of him with a turnbuckle pad, and he goes to...
the turnbuckle pad won't do much damage.
Well,
the turnbuckle itself,
the turnbuckle
is made out of steel.
So he goes to hit Cena...
After waking him up with a magic water bottle.
Yeah, and gets dropped to hold into the Umaga spot from their I Quit match.
From 2009.
He gets the fucking...
7.
The...
12.
That one time that that John Cena and Umaga had a night match.
At a Royal Rumble.
Wraps the fucking
Sure
rope around his face. He's yelling in Bulgarian or Russian or Rusevian or whatever the fuck it is. And the only person I can understand goes, he says I quit, is fucking Lana. Lana lets us know that he says he quits. So John Cena wins. John Cena didn't look like he was...
he looked confused too.
He's like, wait, I didn't hear him say I quit. What the fuck? So I have a feeling this is going to end up going...
Well, that's why John Cena was confused. John Cena was going, I know Bulgarian. He did not say I quit.
Yeah, and this leads to a later thing. We get Rusev and Lana in the back. Rusev just yelling at Lana, telling her to leave, and when she does, he kicks things around, though.
Yeah.
He kicks the chair. He throws the chair
but
she was sitting in.
Where does Rusev go from here, though? Like, this should be the end. This is 4 matches. Like,
Rusev, I think...
Well, this was called the final confrontation.
Yeah.
This was their final battle. So, I mean, this is Rusev's chance to continue to destroy people. He's already proven that he is a dominant force. The only person that's ever beat him is John Cena. Now he needs to have someone beat him just out of nowhere to do another feud that kind of regulates him to a normal superstar, but then that'll elevate him to the title.
So we need the Kozlov treatment. Because that's what happens. Kozlov undefeated.
Oh, yeah.
Manga undefeated. It's the monster treatment. You can stay undefeated for so long, and then finally, when one guy who is not a main eventer beats you, then you're kind of like, okay, now you're a regular dude on the card.
And next you're tag teaming with Heath Slater.
Or Santino.
I'm pulling the prediction card right now and saying Rusev is going to be an entrant in the Intercontinental Elimination Chamber.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
we should just give this whole U.S. title thing up. Either that or just be the one that always answers the Cena's
that's
open
what
challenge.
it's going to be. He goes, you know what? I was undefeated for a year. I was United States champion. Now I'm going to conquer the world, all the continents, by becoming the Intercontinental Champion.
Boom. There you go.
Let's see you chant for all of them at the same time, crowd.
We have the New Day drinking milk and celebrating their tag team win. Byron comes up and...
They don't curse.
Yeah, they don't curse, they don't spit, and they...
Don't whine or complain.
Yeah, they definitely don't complain. Byron comes up and goes, well, I just want to let you guys know that I've just been informed about Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, the Intercontinental Championship match will be at Elimination Chamber.
Well, no, actually, you will be defending the tag team titles in the first ever tag team Elimination Chamber.
And then Xavier Woods gets really concerned about all 3 of them having to stand in the same pod.
I think anyone standing in there with Big E is going to be really uncomfortable.
I just want to see this happen in this tag team elimination chamber match where they both try to get out at the same time, do the whole like, move it.
I'm supposed to go first.
You know what's going to happen in their pod specifically?
It's going to get steamy.
The moisture off of Big E's sweat and the steam from the other person. The heat from the other person breathing is going to fog their chamber up.
They should, write threatening messages. Gonna get you.
New Day rocks.
And the only thing that's going to come out of it, though, is a bunch of memes of it looking like the black guys are smoking in the chamber pod.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So then we had the Divas tag team match was kind of messy. It was, they could have done...
Yeah.
A little more.
Okay, so after Cena Rusev, the pay-per-view itself was kind of on a slippery slope. It was just I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
And
it's the piss break.
the Divas, I don't know, the Bellas can really bring it. They had a good
I don't want to shit on the Bellas. Yeah, I think they're good.
They had a good tag team match against Paige and AJ at Mania. And Naomi and Tamina are both very good wrestlers. But this just seemed really awkwardly messy, and I just...
Well, the commentary tried to play up the fact that Brie Bella was distraught over the Daniel Bryan situation.
Good excuse.
Yeah, I get you can work that because they did
and especially because Tamina and Naomi spent a majority of the match working over Brie Bella.
True. Yeah, Nikki ended up getting the hot tag. She went on a run for a little bit. But then she goes up for some sort of top rope move. What the fuck are you
top rope
doing
something?
Yeah, Brie doesn't jump off the steps onto Tamina, and that distracted Nikki Bella just long enough for Naomi to get back up and give Nikki Bella the flare bump.
Yeah.
And win off of that.
Yeah, I think that was the most awkward part, is that
Just
it's just a...
Yeah, it was kind of a messy match.
I think we've seen Nikki Bella kick out of a superplex.
Yeah, and she... Anyway...
It was kind of like, fuck this, it's not even for the title anyways.
Yeah, so Naomi and Tamina get the win. I think that this just sets up that we're going to get Naomi getting a one-on-one, like, Tamina and Brie are, like, banned from ringside or something.
Oh, boy.
Ring, ring. Ring, ring.
Oh.
I think we need to phone this in.
Okay.
That's the plan for the Divas match.
Yeah,
Just counting the days.
What the fuck?
Until Charlotte shows up.
Please! Charlotte, Sasha, Bailey.
You're already in the tap out ad.
Becky Lynch. NXT. Yeah.
Tony over there just has to go, Eva Marie.
I saw your swinging DDT. That was cool, right? Right.
Just get trained by Brian Kendrick.
So speaking of NXT, up next we had Neville taking on King Barrett. This was another weird match.
No, it was good.
It was a good match.
This might have been like the lesser of their series that they've been doing.
Yes, this was, out of the 3 singles matches they've had, this was the worst.
I definitely think they went in descending order.
Yes, I agree.
But, I mean, again, we had Neville getting all his spots off. Barrett getting all his shit in, which was good. Except for Wastelands. He didn't do Wastelands.
You set up for it.
True.
Teased it.
Yeah, got the tease for it, but I mean, a lot of it, I feel like Neville maybe rocked himself a little hard. He did Barrett has to catch the legs, drop it into like the almost GTS-esque.
Yes.
Drops the person and kicks them all the way down spot on the outside, and Neville took a really hard bump, and I feel like maybe he kind of rocked himself a little bit.
Yeah.
Because then he, like, not long after that, he goes for, like, a jump over the top rope and kind of doesn't get enough momentum. And then he goes for a standing shooting star after that and doesn't make it far enough.
Yeah.
So he seems like he's off his rocker a little bit. And even at one point, it does his usual somersault dive to the outside and hurts his leg.
Yeah. I think the knee itself, though, I think that was a play. I don't think that was a legit injury. I think that was just to add sympathy for Neville. But then this sets up the really awkward end. We have the referee, doing the count out. Neville gets back in fairly early. Barrett gets back up at about 8,
holding his nipple.
Yeah.
Oi!
Gets up on the apron at about 8.5, 9, and then decides, fuck it, I'll take a count out, and just walks away like, okay, cool. Neville's like, well, fuck, I didn't want to win off of a count out, and he just looks all pissed off. Barrett gets back in, knocks the shit out of him, gets just beats him down, tries to look all kingy again. Hey, look how cool I am. Neville gives him the German suplex, which breaks the scepter.
Awesome German suplex.
And then drags him over the corner, hits the red arrow, and Barrett runs away like a bitch.
Boom. Gets his heat back.
So, Barrett took... I don't know, it was weird for Barrett to just decide, okay, fuck it, I don't need this.
Yeah,
I think it's kind of shitty.
It's a cheap heel win.
Yeah.
Which...
Well, it wasn't a heel win, it was a face win.
Well, I mean, cheap heel
cop out, It's like, you didn't... I don't really care,
Yeah.
Like, you're below
it gets
me.
him over as a heel.
King.
And I mean, it is, yes, unusual for Barrett, because Barrett is one of those guys who's the legit tough guy character.
And he's very prideful.
I think what happens here, though, is that they have to take a step back for Barrett with that gimmick, while Sheamus is trying to be the forefront with the same thing.
Fair.
Sheamus and Barrett are very similar people because they're just both, we're big, tough, and like to fight.
And from Europe.
And WWE's kind of like, we don't want two of the same guys doing the same thing at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
So we're just going to give Barrett the, he can be the cheap-ass heel, especially since he won King of the Ring.
Yeah, I'm sure tomorrow on Raw he'll pull some sort of, like, I'm a king, I wrestle matches when I want to, and
That's why I kind of like the ending. I thought it was fitting for the character that he's kind of portrayed. Like I'm above everybody else. I don't need this victory to prove that I'm the king. I'm already the king.
Yeah.
So.
And I guess if they are going to call it a victory for Neville, it's a hollow victory. He didn't actually bear it. So technically, they're still 1-1 as far as pinfall victory.
Yeah, I think they're going to keep this feud going a little bit longer.
I mean, I love the chemistry between the two, so I definitely want to see more. But these two are definitely going to be in the Intercontinental Elimination Chamber. I can see that already.
So I think the ending kind of is a little fitting. It's good for them leading into the chamber match.
Yeah. So we'll see how that plays over the next 2 weeks. Then we have our main event. Our fatal four-way for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Rollins defending against Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, and Dean Ambrose.
This was fun.
It was good.
Absolutely.
Fatal four-way matches have a really big tendency to get messy.
Not to say this one wasn't messy, because there was a lot of shit.
You didn't even have just like the 4 guys. You also had JJ Security.
There was 7
Kane
guys
in there.
Yeah. So, what happened is basically it brought down to... before Kane got involved, it became basically a 6-man tag because J&J Security evened out the odds and kept always trying to hold, 2 of the people at bay while Rollins would go one-on-one with somebody in the ring.
Yeah, Kane was just kind of standing there for a while, just watching the match happen.
Kane didn't really get involved until Seth Rollins got into real jeopardy. Yeah,
Roman was about to hit a spear, and that was the point that Kane said, nope, and pulls Roman out, chucks him into the barricade. It broke down into a lot of different things going on. Probably the most notable was the reunion of the Shield,
which I think a lot of people were kind of waiting on that. But it was it was fucking cool.
All right. Let them know what you called, Hawk.
Hold on. There's 2 zeros. No, they're my eyeballs. Oh, they're gone. You couldn't see it. There's 2 zeros on the screen.
That just makes you look fucking weird.
Oh, I thought you were just doing a funny freeze pose. I was like, oh. Is this what you guys do in your show?
Yeah.
Freeze frame! Anyway. Yeah, let them know.
Shield, triple powerbomb on Randy Orton.
Orton
with no T. Orton.
This was a great...
Bobby Roode.
This was a great moment because it happens. And there's the one point where Seth is trying to get him to do it. It's like, come on, put him through the table.
Yeah.
And then Ambrose goes, okay, and then you see Roman Reigns go. They're all just pumped up, and it's cool to see them get back.
Yeah, it was cool.
They do the total annihilation beat down on him first.
Triple teaming on Orton, just dominating completely. They powerbomb through the table. Everyone's just freaking out, yeah, woo! And they're standing over him, and then Seth puts out the picture.
Yeah, Seth's all
yeah. Oh shit.
Aw, dang, does that make me Roman Reigns?
Yeah.
So
then it just becomes, alright, you know what, fuck Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose are beating him up. Kane comes over and tries to make it a little even on Rollins' side.
But they get the upper hand on
Rollins gets slammed onto the Spanish announce table, and then they're like, fuck it, we don't need Seth. So Dean props Kane up on Roman's shoulders.
Not easily, by the way.
Roman powerbombs
Kane. Big guy.
For those of you who don't realize, Kane is much larger than Dean Ambrose.
Kane has about a foot as far as height goes on Dean Ambrose, and probably 100 pounds.
Kind of like this, I guess. Yeah, about that. That's about right.
All right. Yeah. So they powerbomb him once, and the table doesn't break. And
the crowd goes, one more time, one more time, one more time.
And
which Kane is like, no, no more.
You see Kane's face when Roman picks him up the second time. He goes, oh, fuck. And then he powerbombs him again. They finally go through. Roman and Dean kind of stand there, and Roman goes,
could I go back and make one note about the Shield triple powerbomb? The camera is directly in the above angle on them in this cool angle for the powerbomb, but you're directly in the face of Randy Orton. And he gets up there, and then when he gets up there, he goes, I'm ready. And then they powerbomb him. It's like, oh. That was poor timing to call that.
Yeah.
Fucking Randy.
So Roman goes, well, there's not much left to do, is there? And Dean goes, no, there really isn't. Loser buys beers?
Yeah, Roman's like, loser buys beer? Yeah, sure.
Sure. So they get in. They do their little face-off. They start punching each other.
Yeah, they start fighting it out.
And that doesn't last long.
No, it kind of did for a little bit. They exchanged some good blows for a little bit.
They each hit signatures.
Yeah.
So then Roman's about to make the win. Rollins is back in on top of him, breaks it all up, and it's just So then we have more chaos ensue at this point because we get Kane involved.
Yeah, Kane's getting involved.
We get J&J in there again. Randy Orton makes his way back in finally. And it's all just fucking craziness at this point. Roman Reigns and Ambrose both get taken out on the outside.
Yeah, and Randy Orton RKO's everybody.
Yes.
I mean, he RKO'd Noble, he RKO'd Mercury, he RKO's Kane on his way into the ring.
He didn't, however,
couldn't get the RKO on Seth.
No. Him and Seth kind of fight it out while everyone's down, sprawled out around
Roman Reigns
ringside
was
area.
debilitated by getting chokeslammed onto the steel ring steps.
Yeah, fuck that.
Second gnarly ring step bump of the night. Rusev got the AA earlier.
Yeah.
And Roman Reigns got a chokeslam.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar's out there. Don't be a baby.
Take it like a bitch. Then Randy and Seth are battling it back and forth, just trying to get the advantage over the other.
Orton hits the power slam.
Oh,
Off of Seth. Seth goes for the jumping knee off the ropes. And he goes,
and it was great because they set it up earlier where Rollins held onto the ropes and it never happened. You're like, oh, okay, well, that didn't happen. And then it fucking pays off right at the end of the match. It was great.
He's got good timing.
Slow build.
Yeah.
To that power slam.
I see what you did there, Randy.
Yeah, Randy's getting ready for...
He's face Randy now. You know?
Yeah.
He does cool
now with
face
100%
things.
more elbow pads.
And leapfrogs.
Which I was disappointed he didn't do in this match, by the way.
There's too many people.
Leapfrog everybody, bro. That's your hot tag spot. You just leapfrog.
Leapfrog 6 people at one time.
Leapfrog City, bitch.
So,
That's Baltimore.
ultimately, Randy Orton, unfortunately, is the victim of a pedigree of all moves.
Because Seth he's in finishing move limbo, as you're going to put it.
Yeah, he can't use the curb stomp anymore, so he's just kind of like floating from different finisher to finisher. But he hits the pedigree, beats Randy Orton, wins the Fatal 4-Way, retains the title, and is
Big
Happy as Larry.
Big Daddy Hunter comes out to congratulate his big nose son.
Triple H is ecstatic. Seth Rollins wins the championship, retains the championship, and everyone else is just like, motherfucker. And that's good for Kane, because now Kane gets to keep his job.
And the Cosmic Ballet goes on.
Yeah.
Something tells me Kane is going to step down from the position anyways on Raw.
Yeah.
I feel like a Kane Seth.
That's my prediction for Elimination Chamber's title match.
Kane versus
Seth.
Ooh.
I think Roman's going to be out of the picture for a minute. I think Ambrose is going to be one of the guys in the Elimination Chamber for the Intercontinental title.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll see Seth versus Kane at the Chamber.
Ooh.
Well, we'll have to wait, because in 2 weeks we have Elimination Chamber, so we're going to be doing some predictions again pretty soon. I'm sure
a lot of predictions this month.
I'm sure we're going to be getting a quick card for Elimination Chamber, so be sure to look forward to that. But that's it for our Payback review. I mean, how well did you guys do? Did you guys do your predictions? You can go back and check out our predictions in last week's episode and see how well we did. I think
Thomas Wolfe won.
Yeah, we ended up tying with six predictions apiece, and we decided, okay, we're all going to pick... Well, Thomas wasn't here with us, so we decided we're going to pick who we think Seth is going to pin in the main event.
Because the three of us, and you picked Seth, right?
Yeah.
But the three of us who
he was
were
at
tied,
5 points. He was almost there.
We all had picked Seth Rollins to win.
Yeah.
And if you won, there was going to be a 3-way tie, no definitive winner.
Yeah.
And we've had ties before, but we want a definitive winner this go around. No 3-way ties.
There must be a winner.
Two-way tie we can handle. 3-way tie is complete and total utter bullshit. So we decided, who is Seth Rollins going to pin? I was the last person to get a point, so I got first dibs. I said Ambrose. He decided Reigns. That gave Thomas the leftover scraps of Randy Orton, which happened to be the end.
And he fucking won.
So Thomas
And I thought Seth was going to pin himself, so obviously that didn't happen.
that was the Outlaw Rules Fatal 4-Way.
That's why we can't have nice things, Tony.
But yeah, I mean, Thomas is here for like 2 weeks and wins the pay-per-view.
But he will be here tomorrow night for the Raw review. So he can gloat about his unintentional win while we review Raw tomorrow.
Rad.
Get you,
Hey guys.
Wolf.
And
Guess what else? Guess what you should do? Guess what you should do, guys? Guys, they can't talk to me. They're on the other side of their internet.
what should they do, Kevin?
Yeah, they should click all them buttons down there for like, favorite,
Buttons.
and subscribe. We got a whole bunch of links. We got our Facebook page. We got Instagram. We got Tumblr. We got Reddit. We got
Our MySpace
emails.
page.
I wish we had a MySpace. We had the Fans Talk Wrestling at gmail.com.
That one?
Nah.
For all of us. We've got my personal email address down there. You can send me an email all by myself. And comments, people.
And Twitter's.
Twitters are down there too, but Twitter's is totally a thing of the past.
And carrier pigeons. That's still a thing.
We're working on getting those
What
back.
era are you from?
The Hulk
Hogan era.
Anyway, Tony Toxin will be back this week for our SmackDown rundown because we don't have Thomas back full time. He's still unfortunately in a crazy schedule. But he will be here tomorrow for Raw. We'll get Tony back this week for the SmackDown rundown.
And
So
it's going to be Tony's first good SmackDown viewing in almost a decade.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
So yeah, at least you have a little bit of background because you watched Elimination Chamber.
This is true.
I mean, he keeps
Or not
up with some
Elimination,
stuff with the
Payback.
Raw stuff.
Yeah.
So that's basically.
So yeah, I'm not at a loss. I just never catch SmackDown.
He'll kind of know what's going on.
SmackDown's been kind of a rough show in the last couple of years. I've heard it's been better.
Since Mania, good job SmackDown.
But we will see you guys tomorrow for the Raw review.
You stay classy, Portland.